you, Adam. Thanks, buddy.
Good evening, Mockingbird Improv! Are you ready for a show? Well, in that case, please give it up for your host, Paula!
Quiet flashing lights, everybody. All right, welcome to our improv versus stand-up show, everybody. Are you excited to be here? I am your aforementioned host, Paula. Let me see who we have here in our audience tonight. Please, if you will, clap your hands if it's your first time at improv versus stand-up. Let me hear it. I'm hearing claps coming from our cast members back there. They're liars, everybody. They're liars. They've been here before. All right? But now, let me see who we have who is a regular fan. Clap your hands if you've been up versus before. Let me hear it. Nice. Excellent. You pay attention, newbies. You can be clapping as loud and as bassy as the regular folks if you keep up the good work and you keep showing up to these shows, all right? I even saw one of our regulars doing this. No one else could see it, but I could, all right? And that's the enthusiasm that we're looking for here. All right, I'm Paula, so let me tell you a little bit about myself. As you can see, I'm not a fucking baby, right? Right? Would you say I'm a fucking baby here? No, I'm not a fucking baby. But you know who is like a pussy-ass wimp? Those people in school who are afraid to use the restroom at school. Yes. Am I getting boos for that one? No. You're saying move? Move? Yeah, move your ass into the restroom. Am I right? Yeah, because I had a lot of people who I interacted with that they would say like, oh my gosh, I really have to go. And I'd say, why don't you? And they're like, oh, because I don't do that at school. I don't get it. Okay, and I think I haven't been in school in grade school in a long time. And I think it's still happening because I know it was happening for a long time before that. I know someone who went to grade school in like the 80s, and he told me that he, on a way walking home from school, he had to pee so bad that he ended up peeing his pants. All right, and that only happens if you're a pussy ass wimp and you can't pee at school. All right, and then now there's a grown-up version of that, and there are people who do not like to use the restroom at work. All right, you can't. We're not gonna judge you. But make some noise if you refuse to pee at work. Woo! One person. All right, you're delicate. That's fine. But make some noise if you're not afraid to piss on the job. That's right. All right, and then I'm not gonna interrogate you too aggressively, but what's your name, friend? Megan, so Megan, what is your apprehension with peeing at work?
All of my coworkers are divorced men in their 60s.
Okay.
That room is so nasty.
Oh, I see. I thought you were like, if I pee, they'll smell it.
It's bad in there.
Okay, so they disrespect the restroom. They make it nasty. Make it so that you don't want to use it. So if you have to go, do you like leave the premises?
I just don't drink a lot of water.
I'm sorry that your coworkers are dehydrating you, Megan. That's not fucking fair. All right, but hopefully we can inspire you that maybe you can go to the gas station across the street. I don't know, Megan. Hell yeah, it's a sticky situation. But to relate to you a little bit, Megan, as you can see, I'm confident because I'm not a little bitch. I pee and I poo at work too. However, I have realized that there is a final frontier. All right, because I have yet to gain the confidence to poo at work when one of my coworkers is next to me in the bathroom. All right, I realize that is not something I'm comfortable doing yet, and I don't know what it is. I think it's just that like I'm gonna be stinking it up and then gotta make eye contact later. All right, and do we have any servers? Clap your hands if you feel like you're a server or a waiter in the house. One person back there. All right, that's fine. That's fine. One of our cast members, I will talk to them about this later. But I also, one of my part-time jobs is working at a bar. And today, this happened today, I had, like, my tummy was rumbling, I had to go doo-doo, and I had to use the public restroom that's open to patrons. And I was in there for a while. I was feeling a little embarrassed because I could hear the other patrons say, "Is that restroom free?" No, someone's been in there a while. That's me. That's me. And I emerged from the restroom, and one of the patrons, she's this lovely little young woman. She goes in, and as she's going in, she makes this face to her friend of, and she closes the door, and then I had to serve her directly, everybody. So it was a little awkward, but I will say it was a little awkward. But while I was serving her, while she was at the bar, we became good friends. All right, it was her birthday yesterday, so we were vibing. So I will say, Megan, if you're feeling a little hesitant to piss in that nasty ass bathroom, all right, just do it around your coworker's birthday. All right, that should help you out. Should make it a lot better. Maybe as a gift you can give them some Windex or something. Just an idea. It's an idea. And real quick, does anybody else have this apprehension? Anyone else not comfortable pooing next to the coworkers? Yes. All right. Is anybody here? Clap your hands if you're confident enough you can poo next to your coworkers. You don't give a shit. Woo! Wow, lots of people who don't give a shit while they're giving a shit. All right, I'm gonna ask you. What's your name, friend?
Hoops.
Your name is Hoops? Hell yeah, Hoops. Give it for Hoops right here. All right, Hoops. I can tell that you're a cool guy because your name's fucking Hoops. So can you help me out? What do I need to keep in mind next time I gotta defecate and I recognize the shoes right next to me?
I would just talk to him. I'm laying this road over here.
What'd you say?
I'm laying it out over here.
Laying it out like,
Have fun with it.
hey Rachel, I'm about to drop the bomb.
Yeah.
Right on. Thank you, Hoops. And I saw some clapping right back over here. What's your name, friend?
My name is Finn.
Finn, give it up for Finn, everybody. Alright, Hoops. He wants me to be too familiar, alright? Do you have any recommendations for myself or anybody else who's a little poo sensitive?
Nature calls. It's just, you have to answer. You don't have much of a choice. And, they're going to judge you. That's on them.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say they're going to judge you no matter what. But I like what you said, Morgan. Excellent. So, everybody, now that you have been inspired to defecate, no matter who knows, let me tell you a little bit about our show that you're going to see here tonight. All right, so I myself and our team of improvisers, they are ready to perform some improvised scenes for you. We have a couple of comics here as well. They are ready to perform some stand-up comedy for you. This is entirely an improvised show. All right, how is it all improvised? You know, we have some stuff with prepared material. Well, the stand-up comics, they don't know how the improvisers are going to transform their material into scene work. As well as improvisers, we don't know what the stand-up comics are going to say to inspire us for our scene. All right, you audience members don't know a damn thing that's going on. You don't even know who pooed most recently tonight. All right, there's a lot of mystery in the air. So now you know how everything's going to happen. It's time to get our first group out here, and that's going to be our improvisers. But they're not going to come out for just anything because they're thirsty. They're thirsty for applause. You can hear them be thirsty back there. Oh, thirsty. Exactly. Exactly. So they need your help to quench their thirst with a big round of applause. And I know you can do it. I heard you earlier. So on the count of 3, you're going to make as much noise as you can. That includes foot stomping, that includes hand clapping, that includes woo-woos, yee-haws, and all that noise. So on the count of 3, you're going to do all that. So get your feet ready to stomp, get those hands.
Wow, sick, dude.
Improvisers, return the favor. Give it up for the audience.
Yeah!
I love you. Beautiful. We are very happy that you're here. So I know these improvisers very well, and I want you to get to know them as well. And I'll need your help how to do that. So I'm talking about what's going on at work. Anyone you can just shout out if you got an idea, but has anyone had something interesting happen at work? It could be bad, it could be good, it could be annoying, but anyone have any cool or interesting, noteworthy work-related updates for us? We don't need to know the backstory, we just need to know that something happened at work that doesn't happen all the time. Anyway, right over here. All right, what's your name, friend?
Kim.
Kim, give it up for Kim. Thank you, Kim. All right, now, Kim, what is going on at work?
So I had a friend had a breakdown at work.
That
In
sucks.
front of her boss.
That-
She was being overworked.
That double sucks.
He didn't know why she was crying, so I told him people that she was such an asshole. Maybe he wanted to, she was in police with it.
Oh, gotcha.
And I
And
got reported.
you got reported?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you work there too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you had just like shown up to work for lunch and like, hey, you're being an asshole to my friend here.
I found her crying under her desk. I said what was wrong, and then I went to his office.
That sucks. That is super shitty. Do you mind telling us what it is that you all work to do?
I work in IT.
Our IT professionals, sometimes they get too much shit. All right, so she was crying, having too much going on at work. You told your boss that he's an asshole. He reported you. When did this happen?
Last week.
This week?
Last week.
Last week. What day of the week?
I think it was on Wednesday.
Wednesday. All right, so Wednesday, that's the middle of the week. What happened on Thursday? Was it awkward? Was it just fine?
We had a one-on-one, and I apologized, and he was like, "No, it's my fault."
Nice, nice. You apologized and he apologized.
His wife also works at the company, so when I spoke to her, she left off.
Gotcha. There's a lot of drama at this IT desk.
She's also our auditor, so.
Oh, okay. Are there only like 4 people who work there?
It's
A lot
very
of.
big company.
Gotcha. There's a lot of overlap. But very interesting. Give it up one more time for Kim, everybody. Alright, so we heard a lot of drama, mama, friend crying, the boss yelling, boss apologizing, and a wife getting involved too. So now our improvisers, they're gonna step forward, they're gonna tell you their name, they're gonna tell you a personal story that actually happened to them, either related to Kim's story or any of the other stories you hear. Whoever's got the inspo, step forward.
Hi, my name is Ken. I spent a lot of my life as a server. I was the guy who was clapping in the back. When I was a teenager, I got crazy lucky, and I worked as a server, a waiter, in like a really, really high-end restaurant. And I remember one time I went to my boss, and it's a cash business. Like, you get paid in cash. And I remember going to my boss, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm so screwed for money right now, and I need an advance on my paycheck." Because I'm so screwed for money. He's like, "What are you talking about? Like, we don't do that in this industry. You're not going to get an advance." And I'm like, "Yo, it's your fault because I have to buy lunch here." No, I didn't. But I bought lunch there every day, and it was a really nice restaurant. So I was spending $27 on chicken sliders every day for lunch. And I was getting mad at my boss because I couldn't handle my money. My name's Ken.
So my little kids play Little League, and really quick,
What's your name?
my name is Jazz, and this is a two-parter. But first thing, all season, my youngest son played machine pitch. Didn't get a hit all season until his last game tonight, or today, this afternoon.
Yeah,
He got his first hit on the last bat of the game and scored the winning run.
Yeah, it
All right, rewind to last night. Daddy has to do laundry with their jerseys, and they have the Padre City jerseys, and we got the pink socks and pink belts. We couldn't find one of the pink socks, so I yelled at him. I'm like, "Zachary, get up!" He has a loft bed. I'm like, "Get up on your bed and look for your pink sock." He's like, "Daddy, it's not there." I'm like, "I need you to go up and look at it." He's like, "Daddy's not there." And I looked. He was looking up there. He was almost crying because I was being such a jerk. And then I looked in the laundry when it was done. It turns out the socks were already in the laundry and already got done. So I had to apologize to my son this morning. I'm Jazz.
Hi everyone, my name is Andrew, and I also work in a lot of restaurants and bars in my life. I've only been let go from one place though. Oh, I know, it's so sad. It's still traumatizing me to this day. But I should have known because it was the worst interview experience I've ever had at a restaurant. Because I got there and they were like, "Well, your experience isn't that good, so let's see what you can do. Let's do like a presentation. And I was like, sure, I can do that. They're like, just make up menu items, it's fine. And so I come over, pretend to hand the menus. I'm like, here's some menus for you. And I started some drinks, and they're like, we need a minute to look. And I was like, okay. So I like left the room and just like sat for a minute, and I was like, has it been long enough? So I come back, and I was like, we tacos, things like that, and I'll offer them to you. And they were just like, oh, tacos, yeah, that's the thing we have on our menu. I'm glad you looked at the menu before you applied. And I was just sitting there like, am I a server now, or am I an act? Like, I do improv. I thought I would be okay here. But then they hired me, and I was like, are you sure? And then I got fired like 2 weeks later. So.
Hi, my name is Michael. I worked in 2 restaurants. I got fired from a Chipotle. And then I worked at this place in La Jolla called MVP Family Restaurant. Yeah, it's not good. And the owner, he like opened it up because he wanted his son to be like the head chef, and he put all his own money into it, which was a lot, and it shut down after a year. And then I heard on like something my friend saw on like Facebook Marketplace that he was like looking for tires.
Thanks, Michael.
Hi, my name is Ben. Hey, speaking of breakdowns, my car had a breakdown once. It was a tire, that's how I'm tying it all together. It was popped, and I thought to myself, I could change it myself, because I'm all man, but I said I'm going to call AAA. So I did, and a woman jumped out. It was a Valkyrie, and she had nothing but a neck tattoo that I think went over her entire body. She said, what's up? I'm like, sorry. I need a tire change. Like, don't worry, I'll take care of it. And but the thing is, when she was about to do it, she fell over and like really smacked her side. And I'm like, oh my God, you okay? She's like, no, it's fine. About a year ago, a car ran over me, so I can't feel anything below my legs. I was like, I'm finally a real man to take care
Hi, my name is Keith, and I worked at a gas station for far too long. And I had 3 rules that I wouldn't talk to the customers about: religion, politics, or what our procedures were in the event of a robbery. You would be surprised how often those 3 things came up at a gas station. And one night I was working overnight. I was working the graveyard shift, which I didn't work a whole lot, so I was super tired. And I was cleaning the coffee pots, and then somebody like kicks in the door and goes, "Freeze, motherfucker!" And I dropped the coffee pot, and it turned out it was my really good friend who just thought it'd be super funny to come and scare people. And I tell you what, dropping the coffee pots is not part of the procedure.
So that's all of our players we have on stage. We have one more very important member of our team. Announce yourself. Who do we have on the tech booth tonight?
Hey, it's Adam. Yeah, I was a busboy for 2.5 days. And the reason it was only a half day is because there were 3 busboys working there. On day 1, one of the waiters got in a physical fight with busboy A. On day 2, he got in a physical fight with busboy B. And on day 3, he started eyeing me. And I walked over to the front and I said to the owner, "I'm leaving." And I quit.
Thank you, Adam. All right, so these are our improvisers. I will now excuse them to their respective sides of the stage. Audience members, are you ready for your first comic of the evening? Our next comic, he has a podcast called Galactic Seabass that releases a new episode every Thursday. He is also the only person who can play a guitar while standing on a bicycle. So please put your hands together for the multi-talented Sebastian Fowler!
My name is Sebastian, nice to meet you. I also got fired from a job once. I worked at the Olive Garden. Yeah, let's give it up for breadsticks. No, real deal. I was working there. I don't think it was that big a deal, but all I did is slept with my coworker, okay? And my manager came up to me, he's like, look, I gotta let you go. This is unacceptable. You're a representative of this company. You're an associate of the Olive Garden. And when you're here, you're family. This is not Alabama Garden. What's going on? You may have some questions. No, Miss Frizzle is not my mom. Oh, man. The other day, somebody told me I look like a pilgrim who can kickflip. Right across the high seas, right to OB. Pretty cool. I'm originally from Connecticut. Connecticut's kind of neat. It's a Latin word. It stands for a suspicious amount of white people. You know that movie Get Out?
Yeah.
It was originally entitled Get Out of Connecticut. You know, I like to think about it kind of like a factory. Factories make things and we make sadness. It's true, depression is our #1 export, followed closely by Lyme disease and apple cider. Niche Connecticut jokes always kill San Diego. I was there the first time I ever made a big crowd laugh. I was 14 years old. My mom, dad, grandma, they were all there. Just trying to recall where oh, that's right, I was at my dad's funeral. It was my first funeral, so I learned very quickly I'm not much of a morning person. I let that one sink in, just like my dad in that hole. I had to give a speech to all these strangers that didn't know what to say, you know, raise the roof or close the casket. You never know, it's a good time. A little bit more about me, I'm a bit of a pothead, or a potfeed, if you will. I like to smoke every once in an hour. I think I get it from my dad. He was maybe the biggest stoner of all time, but he actually gave up smoking. To be fair, he gave up breathing. No, he went from super dad to super dead. People love dad jokes. They always get so weird about dad jokes. It's like there's this fine line. And my dad crossed it. Yeah, he was 5'9". He always wanted to be 6 foot. Careful what you wish for, eh? That's good. Don't worry, that was a test. You guys are cool. I mean, he's ice cold, but believe it or not, I'm actually into women. I was hanging out with a baddie the other day, giving her a ride home, and I said, is this a good spot to drop you off? And she said, I don't know, the night's so nice, you're so handsome, why don't you just pull over and fuck me? I was like, man, I love being an Uber driver. She gave me 5 stars, I gave her the tip. You better get me COVID. That's a good time. I like doing comedy in the car. It's the ultimate demographic of people, from CEO to crackhead. Never really know who's going to get it. If the jokes go good, it's like a 5-seater theater. If it goes bad, you're stuck with me. You get to write a review immediately after. Yeah, his writing was okay. His material was dog shit. It's a good time. I was hanging out with this other lady recently. She told me she was a witch. It really threw me off my game. One time I found an eye of newt in my soup. I was like, babe, what is this? She said, just take 1 bite, dearie. That's all it takes. I was like, I gotta put this to the test. So one night she was sleeping, I put some cement shoes on her feet and I threw her into a river. As it turns out, she is a liar. Single, who is it, baby? That's cool. I was on the dark web earlier. Turns out my computer was just off. Afterwards, I was watching The Dark Knight, and the sun came up. Dark humor, baby. Speaking of, you take Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon and The Wizard of Oz, you sync them up together, the results may shock you. Because 100% of the time, the results are, you're unemployed. So you need a job. I grew up Mormon, but they kicked me out of the church because I couldn't meet my wife quota. So I tried to convert to Catholicism, but they told me I was too old. Oh, yeah. But, it's alright, I got some problems with the Pope and doubling down. This guy's pretty suspect, got this funny look on his face all the time. He's always walking really slow. He's got this big petticoat on. I got some questions. What's he hiding down there? I think there's a little kid down there sucking his dick all the time, okay? Look, you gotta hear me out. You ever seen a father-son dance? They kind of walk on the tiptoes together in unison. They got these altar boys in the back waving this incense, just covering up that cum smell. Don't get mad at me. This kid is just trying to get into heaven. If you want to get to those pearly gates, you fondle those pearly grapes. Bonus points if you're wearing a pearl necklace. This joke is brought to you by Satan. Dolphins are weird, huh? Look, they say dolphins are the only species that have casual sex besides humans, but I just have to wonder, what does the lead up to coitus sound like? Do you think the guy is like, and the lady's like, nah, it's probably like, babe, use your blowhole. She's like, oh, definitely. No, I did that on purpose. Oh, and I will not be stopped. Oh, something's fishy here. It's me, I'm Seabass. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. I originally moved to California. I wanted to be a pro BMX rider. You know, do tricks on kids' bikes. Found out there's really not a lot of money in bike tricks. However, turns out if you have a lot of money, you can trick kids and fuck them. That one's kind of new. Oh, that's a good time. I'm happy to be here. Oh, let's see what's going on. I haven't drawn a blank in a while. Oh, my man. I got a friend named Hoop over here. Yeah. Every time you dream, is it a hoop dream?
It is.
What do you do for work, man?
I'm an engineer.
An engineer? What do you make?
Robots.
Robots? Robot. Are you going to be the cause of Terminator? Are you going to take us all out?
You'll see. Time will tell.
Sounds ominous. I don't know. We might have to take this guy out before he leaves the room. Oh, it's a good time. I'm happy to be here. I was praying for that light. I don't know where I'm at. There's so many bright lights. It's a good time. I haven't tried to blank in a while. But my name's Sebastian. I'm really happy to be here. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Mockingbird, for having me.
First set of improv!
Alright, I'll admit it, I'm not actually a warlock. It was just a joke that got a little out of hand.
Liar! Liar!
Well, you know, I deserve that. I did push it a little far. There was just a little left.
You killed my crocs!
What?
He killed my crocs!
That's a bit of an exaggeration.
He's the one who killed my crocs with his witchery!
I did not. I just peed on him a little bit. I don't know.
With his witch piss! He's gonna witch piss everyone!
Witch pisser!
Burn the witch pisser! Burn him!
Burn him!
What have ye to say in your defense?
Okay, well, first of all, everything sounds worse. You put the word witch in front of it. I mean, witch pisser. Oh, not like if I pick my nose, like, oh, it's a witch picker. You know?
Oh, it's a witch picker!
He's no witch picker! He's an admitted witch picker!
That is not true. That is not fair at all.
What do you have to say about the fish in the pond? They're dead!
Really?
You killed them with your witchiness!
Well, maybe. I don't know, actually.
He admitted it! That's it! We're gonna burn him! Any final statements?
Tickle him a little bit.
Oh, come on. Well,
that would be good. It's a witch test, right?
No, tickle him.
It's a witch test, right?
Right.
Well, exactly.
Shush, everyone! We all know how witches respond to tickles.
We do.
Hey, Ben! He's a witch! Wow, your new place is so nice.
Thank you, yeah.
The house looks like really expensive.
We put a lot of work into it. It was kind of a fixer-upper, but you know, we really worked on it hard.
Whoa, I can't even tell what kind of sex offender you are.
What do you mean? What do you mean
Oh,
by
like,
that?
I know that you work in finance, but you must have to sexually abuse a bunch of people to afford all this stuff.
Good Lord, no. Is it the brass sink that makes you think that?
Truthfully, it was the brass sink and chandelier. You don't have a chandelier unless you're touching someone inappropriately.
That's not true.
Harvey Weinstein, you know, Bill Cosby.
Okay, my great aunt.
I'm so sorry.
No, she. I'm a little offended right now.
Anthony, if anything, you should take this as a compliment, because it seems like you have so much money that you must be abusing some sort of system. Like, how do you have this many DVDs?
I started collecting when I was young.
See that? I don't believe it. How am I supposed to believe that?
I mean, the last few years have been good for me. You can do that without abusing people. Good Lord.
I'm sorry, Anthony. It's just whenever I see in media, it seems like you can't be successful unless you're taking advantage of someone and you're crying and you're like, I don't know.
Okay, let me assure you, I have never done anything to harm anyone. But like 5 guys I work with have, so.
Thank you for meeting me here at the walk-in cooler. But Megan, we've got to stop this. They'll never accept our love.
Baby, no.
No, they won't accept it. I work on fries, you do grill. It's just, it wouldn't work.
I know it's a mixed relationship, but I think you're wrong.
No, if they find out, we could lose our jobs.
Oh no, not my job as a whatever it was I was doing. I have to be honest with you. I'm not as into my job as you are.
The line cook is the heart of the kitchen. I hope to one day get to be the line cook. They only trust me with the fries.
Hey,
grab some lettuce and do something with it.
Hey guys, you've been in there for a while.
We are doing things with the lettuce.
There are other people that need to use the freezer, okay?
We're almost done.
That was a close call.
I know.
You think he's onto us?
Oh, maybe. He doesn't understand lettuce very well, though. So.
Seeing the way you hold those lettuce heads just makes me want to... Joe, I can't even say it.
No, sweetie, sometimes I wonder if it's really me that you love, or just my...
So you're saying they're fucking with lettuce?
Yeah.
Hell. Megan was just juggling in front of her breasts?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Hey, Dad.
What's up, sport?
I was just editing your eulogy, and I just wanted to run it by you before I came.
I mean, okay, I'm in really good health. I'm a pretty young dad. I felt like everybody knew me as like the young cool dad.
Well, you never know, right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
So-
Go ahead. Let me pull up the seats.
My father, Anthony, was a good man.
Okay, I like that.
He immigrated to this country when he was 23 with nothing but a trust fund.
I was 24, but that's fine.
Anyway, I hope he dies in peace. Or I hope he... Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get very far.
I feel like you only really mentioned the trust fund.
I have another rough draft.
Sure. Do you? Okay.
My dad, Anthony, left me with a trust fund.
Please, Father Tobias, come into the office. Thank you very much. If you could do a favor and close the door behind you, I do want to speak to you today. Thank you. You know what? Like, you've been here for 3 years now. You guys, no, please. Of course, yeah, Lord willing. So you've been here for 3 years now. Diane, we're so proud to have you. I do gotta say though, in those 3 years, you've had absolutely no accounts of abuse. What's going on? Not one person has reported anything.
Yes, I mean,
Yeah.
on the job description, it wasn't one of the metrics that I was.
Well, we can't write that on the job description. You know that.
Wait.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, bitch.
Wait, you're saying I could have been like fucking little boys?
Bitch, yeah. That's right. I thought that was why you were here. So I think we're on the same page now.
God help me. If I only knew 3 years ago. I've been holding this all back.
Hold on. So you haven't been doing your job for 3 years?
It wasn't on the job description.
I thought you knew. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
Look, as management, it's your job to lay out clear expectations for your employees. And I followed those expectations. Deep down, did I want to fuck little boys? Definitely.
Hey, Patrick, I see you're wiping down the treadmills. Great. So, Pat, I actually want to talk to you about your job performance. We can come into the stretching room.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Ray, come on in. Sorry, they don't give me an office at the Planet Fitness. Truthfully, Patrick, everything's not all right. It's kind of a tricky situation, so I'm going to try to add some jokes in there. But your role with us as customer service employee here at Planet Fitness is Finn.
Like fish?
Like Finn. I guess I should have said it French because you're done. You're done. It's Finn.
Well, I'm devastated. I've never been fired before, but the joke was pretty good, so I do appreciate you made it a little funny.
Yeah, I know. It's coming not just from me. It's coming from upper management, corporate. It's coming from all us, or should I say, from Mollusk. Sorry, I saw I found this children's book at the grocery store, and it was full of fishy puns. And I saw that you have a seahorse on your keychain. I thought you'd like it.
Yeah, I like to serve.
That's right. I do have to serve you this. There you go. That's legal now. Are you a solvent or a vase? Because your marriage is dissolved.
Wait, hold on.
She gets everything. She gets everything.
All right, welcome to SeaWorld. It's so good to see everyone here. Yes, you are at the noon show for the dolphins because we're not going to talk about the orcas anymore.
Okay.
Ooh, so much fun. So today we're actually going to bring in a couple dolphins. We got Bubbles and Entremont. We didn't name them. So we're going to let me just get them ready. Okay. Yes, there we go. All right. Yes. Now, Bubbles and Entremont, one of them was raised here. Another one we actually got on loan from the French aquarium. Now we're going to here. Let's say hello to each other. Hello. Hello. There we go. Hello. Hello.
I do not perform for politics.
Yeah.
You are disgusting me, you pigs! You pigs!
Hey, he's kind of mean.
You don't get fish unless you do the tricks, okay?
I don't care about fish as long as he continues to supply me with my French cigarettes.
It'll be us if you don't do the tricks, okay? I like my fish.
Fine, and go out there with this swine, you stupid mammal.
So some of you may not have known that dolphins can actually speak, and that's what we're going to talk about today. They developed.
Hey, you know what? We saved you in World War II. Remember that, fucker?
Audience members, are you enjoying the show? If you're enjoying the show so much that you would even tell another person about it, please do. We really appreciate feedback and reviews here at Mockingbird Improv. We've made it really easy. We have QR codes that you can scan out there in the lobby. It'll take you to a website. You can leave a review, or you can also talk to people IRL. Some people even recommend talking to people while they're in the bathroom stall next to you. Okay? So don't hesitate. Tell people what a cool thing we had here at Mockingbird Improv. If you're enjoying this show, we actually have lots of programming here at Mockingbird. If you were here earlier, you might have seen All Hands on Deck. That's our short form improv show. Lots of short games, short scenes, lots of audience interaction. That is Saturdays, on some Saturdays, and every Friday as well. We also have our improvised telenovela, our improvised movie called Friday Night Flicks. We also have our Sunday night indie night. That's where teams independent from Mockingbird can come perform whatever improv style they think is going to be most interesting to you, and you audience members get to select who goes to the next round. We also have some shows in development. We have our On That Note musical show. We also have Adrift, which is kind of a serialized, inspired by the drama show Lost show that just started last week. So you can catch all this information on our shows at mockingbirdimprov.org. And starting next week, we're actually a venue for San Diego Fringe Festival, everybody! So if you want to know what's going on in San Diego for Fringe Fest, you can check out a brochure. That's right next to our doors as well. Right there, that person in Finn's hand right there, everybody. All right, we also have some shows that I'm really excited that are going to be performing here. We have some one-person shows. One of our performers is from Australia. We also have a monologist from Canada. We have some people who are from this country too, also doing lots of different styles of show. And we also have our regular Mockingbird programming at different times. So if you want to catch anything here at Mockingbird during the weeks of May 14th to the 26th, be sure to check out SD Fringe Fest as well. So now you know a bunch of stuff that you can do after our show here tonight. As well, I will also mention, Adam, do you know what's playing at 10 o'clock tonight?
Well, actually, 10 o'clock tonight, we have a very special treat for you, because 10 o'clock on Saturdays is our resident show. Now, our resident show is Death by Improv, the improvised murder mystery, and that will be playing. But we have a very special guest opening for them tonight, and that is the Downton Daddies. The Downton Daddies, a very aristocratic take on rap.
That is a very good point. Thank you, Adam, for letting us know about that. So, because you're all here at 8:30, you actually get a free ticket to come to that show, space permitting, because you know the Downton Daddies, they fill up a crowd. All right, but if you want to check out that show for free, all you needed to do is go to the back of the house, let them know that you were here early by giving them the code word dolphin. All right, you were here. You know why dolphin is so funny tonight. All right, so all those things are things you can do after the show. Are you ready to get this show back on the road, everybody? So I'm really excited for our second comic. He's actually visiting us from New York. He has also once given a pair of socks to Oprah. All right, so he's a very important figure here tonight. Please put your hands together for Kyle Gillis!
What's up? Great to be here. Hey, I know what you're thinking. That guy just did a set. Kyle, you can't just change your clothes and go back out there. The people are going to notice. And I say, watch me. Watch me do it. Hell yeah. It's great to be here. I sent the producers of this show a clip of me doing comedy, and they said, you're exactly the vibe for our show. And I had no idea they meant you are specifically the vibe for our show. We book guys who look like you, specifically and only that. If you know that. This is actually the only comedy show where they book all the stand-up acts by just abducting the guys in the line at the smoke shop. They pulled up in a white van and they said, we got edibles! And I got them and they didn't get any. It's good to be here. I live in New York. It's good to be out of the city for a minute. I live in the world's smallest apartment, dude. The sound of my roommate having sex is like Taylor Swift's music to me. Because I don't listen to it, but I have heard it. To tell you how it goes. No one in my neighborhood respects me, and I don't know when it happened, but it's got to stop. The other day, I'm waiting for my dinner at a food truck, and this guy comes up to me, and he goes, do you have $1? And I said, no. He goes, yeah, of course you don't. Look at you. Got on a bus. I don't think he was hungry. I think he was proving a point real quick. Or he had to be somewhere. Flew Spirit Airlines here, the Greyhound of the skies. If you haven't flown Spirit recently, hasn't gotten better. One thing that happened this time, every time you get on a plane, they come on to make some announcements first, in case it's your last moment to say, wait, I don't want to go there. And the guy comes on, and the first thing he says inspires no confidence in this man. He goes, folks, there's no other way to say it. There's going to be some weather. Real quick, yes, there is other ways to say that. Don't know who told you that, but you could try describing the weather, just as a start. So I get there, and I'll tell you that the reason I fly Spirit Airlines is because I'm terrified of planes. I'm terrified of flying. I hate it so much. And if I'm gonna have a bad time, I shouldn't spend more for it, you know? And this moment where you get a little turbulence, you get a little weather, and if I'm having a panic attack on Delta, I look around and I'm the only one having a panic attack. And now I have this second realization, the call is coming from inside the house. But if I look around on Spirit and everyone is praying to their God, I'm like, oh, this is just what we do here. This is just the activity that happens here when in Rome. Our Heavenly Father, how did we wind up here? So it's good to be here. It's good to be in San Diego. I don't travel to a lot of nice places doing comedy. Like earlier this year, I was in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Not to brag. Wouldn't count as it if I tried. If you've never been there, Atlantic City is like Vegas fuck Florida and tried to hide the evidence. What a place. Here's how you know you have a gambling problem. Have you ever said something positive about Atlantic City, New Jersey? That is a gambling problem. It's a fun place though. I did realize something. There's only two types of people. Is the people who showed up with warrants and people who were leaving with them. That's it. It's a place of crime. I did notice one other thing. Every person there at the slot machines is always looking over their shoulder, and it's not because they're trying to order another drink, it's because they're afraid Dog the Bounty Hunter is onto them. Don't know if you're familiar with Dog the Bounty Hunter. For people under the age of, say, 27, Dog the Bounty Hunter is the most famous bounty hunter who's not in Star Wars. If George Lucas was never born, Dog the Bounty Hunter would be who you think of when I say bounty hunter. And unlike that pussy Boba Fett, he shows his face, okay? He's out there. You know exactly who he is. He's the guy who's got like $100 of hair product in, but has never once moisturized his skin. He looks like a wallet in a wig. That tracks. I do research for this joke, Wikipedia, and I did learn that Dog the Bounty Hunter has 6 ex-wives. 6! If you are a bounty hunter's 6th wife, you knew what you signed up for. I'm sorry. This is a guy whose whole identity is the thrill of the hunt, you know? The guy who, the day after his wedding, is down at the courthouse looking at the missing person ads going, she'll be nicely. We'll find number 7, all right. Speaking of long irrelevant celebrities, I met Chris Angel, Mind Freak, not to brag. Met him and it looked like a family reunion. Only thing I could think to say in his meet and greet was, thank you for everything you do. You know, like he's the troops. Thank you for keeping our country safe with your magic, Mr. Angel Mind Freak. So I thanked him for everything he did. And then he said afterwards, he said, tell everyone you know what you saw today. Like he was Christ after a miracle. And what he really meant was my magic show is about to get canceled. Can you move some tickets? And I did not. Sorry, Mr. Freak. Sorry to disappoint you. Sorry to let down the freak. Please do not saw me in half. I know what a man of your power is capable of. Job interviews are embarrassing. They say always tell the truth. Honesty is the best policy. Not when you want someone to give you money for something, I've learned. Like when they say, what's your greatest weakness? You can't go, my man, I'm applying to work for you right now. If that's not top 3, I should be dead. I'm willing to wear a shirt that says Arby's. Gotta count for something. Not exactly projected strength. Not exactly alpha behavior. I think about dying constantly. One of my favorite things to think about. I'm not suicidal. I think about dying the same way I think about gay sex. Like, I don't want to do it, but the thoughts are too frequent for comfort. That's a weird one to applause break, San Diego. You guys were tepid on me till we got to the maybe suicidal might suck a dick portion, and that's not real friend behavior. This is now the portion of the set where I'm just describing what's happening to better response than the material I spent years of my life crafting. Never mind. If you're lucky, you might get to see me spiral. Cool. I have ADHD. I should say that at the top of the set, so when I start fucking up jokes, it's a callback. I'm not just being bad at my job. I got an extra Adderall in my wallet in case I got to finish college after this. Don't really know what tonight holds. Cool, man. This has been interesting. Sometimes comedy feels like something I'm doing for you, and other times it feels like something I'm doing to you. A lot of back and forth on this one. Sometimes I feel like I'm in control of the set, and I'm like, oh, we're up here making art. And other times I feel more like a weatherman, so like, as you can see, this is happening. It might be something different tomorrow. Doing great on dating apps. It's because I changed my age range to 18 to 99. And my bio to I sell Xanax. Kidding. I'm selling merch after this. It's fentanyl. It's in hot supply right now. No, I am selling merch after this. It's plasma. You can have me coursing through your veins. Whatever you choose. I'm not even in it for the money anymore. I'm doing it for the love of the game, dude. I'm selling plasma so I can hit on the women at the plasma donation bank. Because they're a cheap date and they got no diseases, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Comedians applauding for that one. The same ones that applauded at Who Works in a Restaurant. There's a lot of overlap between working in a restaurant and finding out which pieces of you can sell for $50. That's basically a one-to-one. Cool. I drew a Venn diagram of all the women I slept with who would fuck Post Malone. It was a circle. It was a real cool-looking circle. It's been a good year for me. I found this dating app where you can message women in prison. Cha-ching. I found out I was a New York 4 and a prison 11. Yeah, I'm one of the pretty ones. Been breathing the outside air and all that. Kyle, do they have pictures? Yes, mugshots. And that is so much better. Because if someone looks good in an orange jumpsuit on the worst day of their life, imagine how they look at one of my old t-shirts peering through the blinds, looking at the Uber Eats driver going, "Come back with a warrant, you fucking pig!" Some of you went with me on that, others of you don't party, I get it. I understand, I'm with it, I'm here, I'm present. Okay, I got one more of these and then I gotta get out of here. I was having sex with a woman recently. It can happen to anyone. She said, "I want you to punish me," and I panicked. Because I don't know if you've met me, but my vibe isn't exactly discipline. I don't get called upon to lay down the law very often. There's a new sheriff in town. Woo! I changed the Wi-Fi password. Whole lot of capitals, whole lot of lowercase. Told her good girls get a hint. Okay, you guys have been great. Give it up for yourselves. Thank you.
All right, audience members. That was the second set of stand-up. Are you ready for the second set of improv?
What do you think of the property? Nice apartment, yeah?
Yeah, I can't, I don't know if I can afford it. It's a little
out of budget, maybe?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Follow me. I do have another unit that you could look at. Please step inside.
Okay.
Please step inside.
Oh,
I can't follow you. Please step
okay.
inside. Here it is.
Okay.
Yeah, smallest apartment ever.
Yeah.
What do you think? If you notice under your feet, there's your pit. That could be a grill. You can poop in it. Shower in it. Right above your head, you'll notice the bowl. That's for lighting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and, and here in San Diego, that's only $17.99 a month.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Mr. Jones? Do you think we got a deal here? Hold on, before you freak out or anything, I want you to turn to your right.
I'm trying really hard.
I know. Oh, wait.
Okay, we're good.
You see that wall right there?
Yeah.
4.5 inches.
Nice.
You can put a poster up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Only like $12. The great thing is there's not a lot of bugs because they can't fit.
That's way better than my last place, honestly. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll take it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
Do you mind letting me out? I can't really turn all the way around with $4.
I just heard you say you take it.
Well,
So,
you got it.
have a great time, Mr.
Okay,
Jones.
okay.
We'll bill you directly. Thank you for signing the ACH.
Okay.
Okay.
How do I turn the light off?
That's a great time.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, so John, she came back from Atlantic City. You said you got me some stuff.
Of course.
Oh,
I
nice.
gotta get my baby some stuff.
This is some perfume, some candy.
Like a little deeper.
Okay. Oh, a gold necklace. Oh. Josh, I wanted you to bring me a warrant. You're supposed to go and do some crazy shit and then be like a bad boy.
Come on, baby, you know I've changed. I'm not like that anymore.
Oh, Josh, I was hoping that if you're going for a bachelor party that marks a change in someone's life, then maybe you could just do something one more time for me.
Oh, no. That's the past, alright?
Not even like a parking ticket?
Parking ticket? Come on, that's baby shit.
Okay, well, if it's baby shit. Thank you.
Hi, Mark.
Hey.
Hey. Hey, so when we hooked up,
Hey,
when
what
we hooked up, I just have to tell you this, okay?
No.
I gave you COVID. Bye.
That's not what you think, babe.
Why did you say you got me COVID too?
I wanted to save it because I wanted to meet your family.
Where am I? I was just trying to buy some vapes. The guy in the van kept asking me about my Type 5. I don't have a Type 5.
You don't have a Type 5 yet, but you will.
I don't want a Type 5. I just want to do edibles and watch Mad Max Fury Road.
If you didn't want someone to ask you about your Type 5, Mr. Foster, you would not have worn this plaid shirt. Okay?
This was the only clean shirt I had.
Oh, really? Oh, really? And Star Wars underwear.
Did you get another one, Svetlana?
I know. Yeah. Yusef, he says he has no Type 5.
Look at his silly haircut. Of course he does.
I don't know a single goddamn joke.
Okay, tell me, do you want to sometimes kill yourself?
You love it. You love the dark humor. Great. The milk. They don't call the left factory for nothing.
Okay. Okay.
Channel it.
Maybe something like, I wish I was dead so you wouldn't put cigarettes out on my neck.
We could workshop that. Then try to have a punchline. Something that really gets the crowd.
I'm so sad and I just want to see my mom again.
You're ready, let's get them out there. Remember, it's a bringer show, so you need to bring 12 of your best friends.
Alright, babe, so I actually, these aren't the most expensive tickets, so...
Well, that's okay. I just want to spend time.
Yeah, I would just lower your expectations a little bit for this guy's airline. It doesn't have the greatest reviews, but...
But I mean, we're going on our vacation to Spain, and that's been on our bucket.
Yes, it has.
This is your captain speaking. Please prepare for takeoff and we're gonna eventually get there. Sure.
Wow, you heard that.
Okay.
Wow, oh yeah, it's a pretty small plane.
Yeah, come to think of it, that's pretty small.
Yeah, but you know what? It's intimate. It's intimate.
That's
Now,
right.
I need to...
Your wife has pretty eyes.
Well.
Sorry, that was weird.
I'm taken. This is my lovely husband.
All right. I mean, all right. Don't flirt with me. I'm flirting with you.
I'm not flirting with you. I don't know. I can't see you.
This is your co-captain, and we just want to let you know that about 30 minutes into this flight, we will have no weather. That means that we're not going to have existence. We will stop existing in 30 minutes into this flight.
Do you really want to die with the guy next to you?
Dog. Now stop, I'm a snap.
Sorry, late. I'm the translator for this.
Yeah.
Jabba.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba, stop, Jabba.
Just my client says that.
Guilty or innocent? That's really all we need to know.
Not solo.
I don't know what's that.
Well, he says that he would like.
Solo. Dog.
He would like to see Han Solo.
Dog.
Dog Solo.
Stop. He's not snap.
I really.
That's not snap.
Sorry.
I really just. That's a long chain on your neck. I really just need to go. He's your client, but you're the one in the slate outfit? I'm sorry, you're right, that was wrong. Guilty or innocent is really all.
Client is innocent.
Of the first charge.
Okay. Of the first charge.
Right. And then the second charge of felony check fraud. I mean,
Definitely not guilty.
just to be clear, he does understand English, but he can't speak it.
Solo.
Hold on. Check fraud solo, yeah or nah?
Shout some more to my
Check fraud, yes or no? No.
I heard guilty. I heard guilty, actually. So.
Excuse me. I don't see you learning new languages.
You know, to be honest, I hardly see you doing it either.
Excuse me. I have a credential.
Okay, fine. Third charge, reckless driving. I have 105 and a 65. That's insane. That's insane.
He says, well, what else am I going to do? Hey.
Hi there. Are you lonely? Is your love life a little bit on the light side? Well, we got a dating app for you. It's called Prison Bird. That's right, the only dating app exclusively to find love in the state penitentiary. These people have done nothing less than a dime. Hi, I'm Mad Dog O'Reilly, and I am the founder of this company. I'm also still in prison. What can I say? I love love.
I met the love of my life using this wonderful service.
Yeah.
Before, you would never want to listen to me talk about my feelings, the weather, my day.
I'm just glad to see the sky again.
It's going great. We can't wait for him to get out. 25 to life's not that far off from now.
Hey, I'm Jeremy. I'm scheduled to be executed in 2 weeks, but I'm not wanting to die a virgin.
That's right. You really get your pick of the litter here. You have a captive audience who will listen to anything you want to talk about.
I didn't do it.
Shut
I too met my beautiful wife with this service.
I used to change tires.
Yeah. Atlantic City Casino, place your bets. Come on in, please. $100 minimum, $100 minimum. Great, awesome. Guess the number. Guess the number.
What? Just like what you're thinking? $7.
$100 minimum, Atlantic. You want to play a different game? Sir, come on in. $100 minimum.
Yeah, okay.
Guess the number, or you want to try something new? Guess the number.
Oh, okay, yeah, guess the number. Between what and what?
Guess the number I said.
Oh, okay. 12.
Dang, sorry, you lost.
Tony.
Yeah, what's going on?
Tony.
Yeah,
Tony, we told you about this.
I'm doing my
We
job.
told you not to be playing these fake games in our casino.
I'm sorry, I'll play only real
Tony.
games. You're right.
Were you playing his fake game?
Okay, I'll play a real game. I'll play a real game.
Wait. Were you guys playing Tony's fake game?
I was playing.
That's against the law in Atlantic City to play fake games. Especially Tony's fake games. So Tony, I got into your 200. I heard you. You did 200, and then each of you it's 500 apiece. We're playing a fake game. It's your fault. Yeah. Or you go.
Hold on. Are you grifting these people? Grifting is not allowed here in Atlantic City. That's a $1,000 fine. $1,000 fine for you.
Hey, are you enforcing illegal laws? That's a
How much you got?
Let me find them first.
Alright, thanks everyone. That last song was to me being 5 years sober. Also, I'll be selling some merch in the back. It'll be clean urine.
All right, so Miss Rodriguez, I have your paperwork here. I know it's a really long, expensive process, but your divorce paperwork is finally finalized, which also means you're single. You're single, and we've been really getting along with all your offices, and also maybe we can get a coffee sometime.
Thank you so much for helping me get my proceedings underway and making sure everything's. You're not really my type.
I get it. You're not sure if you're a lesbian, but that's okay. Miss Rodriguez, Annabelle.
No, it's not that. I definitely went through a lesbian phase in college. I'm just not into you.
Wait, I'm great with your kids whenever I saw them.
Sure, you're a great lawyer and you're a really good friend.
Annabelle, why are you teasing me like that? Why do you
I feel like I'm being pretty upfront.
Who is gonna talk to you about the Great British Breakup?
Annabelle, dinner reservations?
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Who's that Annabelle? Who the fuck is
I'll
that?
be right there. I'll be right there.
When I said that our meeting could extend until 5 o'clock, you didn't mention anything about a date.
Yeah, but she drives a Lambo.
Sorry that my nice
sorry.
Sonata is not good enough for you.
It's not that. It's just I'm just barely getting out of divorce. I maybe just want to spread out a little bit and date some fucking hotties with Lambos. I don't feel like that's so wrong. You're a lawyer. You can't afford a Lambo. That's really the sticking point here.
Well, whose fault is that, Annabelle? If I charge you $20,000, you're gonna come to me?
No, because then I'd be paying you $20,000. Unless you're gonna use that money to buy a fucking Lamborghini.
I want it. You think I don't want to be a big booby lawyer? Snatch I want.
I don't know what you want. I thought you just wanted to be my lawyer and maybe my friend who occasionally talks about British Breakup.
Well, Annabelle, I'm glad this divorce paperwork is finalized because I kind of don't like your attitude.
You know what?
Second divorce in 2 years. That's a lot.
I mean, I don't really need color commentary. Yeah, I walked into something maybe a little bit too soon because they drove a Lambo. I feel it.
All right, that was our show. Let's hear it one more time for our two comics tonight, Sebastian Fowler and Kyle Gillard. And let's hear it for your cast. Individually, they were Keith, Michael, Ben, Ken, Jazz, Andrew, and one more round of applause for your host, Paolo. And remember, we got another show in 15 minutes, Downton Daddies and Death by Improv. Come back soon.